Hello fellow creators! How are y'all doing? Hope you're doing well. It's actually snowing outside, so that's kind of cool. And there's ice all over the roads, so there's literally nowhere for me to go right now. So I thought, hey, you know it'd be great if I made a video. Remember how I specifically said in the last video, don't wait for time to show up because you may or may not get it? Well, that's exactly what I did. So yes, hope you all are doing great. I think you might be wondering, why am I making this video? Well, the last video, and the only video on my channel, it took a really long time to make. It took about 2 months to make, in fact. So I think I started in the beginning of November and got the video out by the end of December. And the biggest reason that happened is because there was a lot of stuff going on at the time. Everything with finals and school, and it was just a crazy mess with the video as well. So hopefully in the future it will not take 2 months for me to, make an entire video. But I decided, hey, maybe I should start making some stuff in between those animated videos just to give some more content on my channel and, give you some stuff between now and the next big animated video. So yeah, that's what this is about. In the background, you'll be seeing some speed drawings of some of my original characters. I'm not going to say a ton about the characters yet, but I will say that they are superheroes who fight for truth, justice, and they may or may not have their own Instagram account. Link in the description. So in this video, I thought it'd be cool to talk a little bit about who I am, a little about what this channel is about and a few of the inspirations I had for this channel, and what I plan to do with this channel right on in 2018 and beyond. So without further ado, let's just jump right in, shall we? Who am I? Well, my name is Gabriel, in case you didn't know. I'm a filmmaker, a writer, a cartoonist. I'm also a student, so I'm still in the US education system, and I'll be heading off to college in less than a year, so that's pretty neat. I say writer, I mainly write prose, like short stories and screenplays as well, and I'm currently writing a middle grade novel with the characters that you see on screen. Let's talk about this channel. What is this channel about? Well, I always like to say that this channel is about writing, storytelling, and the creative process. I loved creating characters ever since I was little and coming up with stories, and I wanted to share that passion with the world, and I thought this would be a really cool place to do that right here. So I had a lot of inspirations for this channel, mostly from 3 different types of channels: writing channels, animation channels, and education channels. So with animation channels, I think some of you might already know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Odd Ones Out, Jaiden Animations, more recently TonyvToons, ItsAlexClark, Let Me Explain Studios, Rebecca Ferrum. Those kinds of channels, I love them so much because they're able to not only create something that's entertaining, but it also happens to be animated. And for the longest time, I thought that in order to have a YouTube channel, you had to be able to have a camera and show your face and all those kinds of things as well. But these guys basically said, hey, you know what? It might take a month, 2 months to create some of these videos, but we can still get the same amount of followers that you guys do as well. So animation channels, I love them. I love them. I love them. I had a lot of inspirations from educational animation channels as well. Extra Credits, a fantastic channel about game design and storytelling, history, and more recently science fiction and literature. You might have saw them in the YouTube Rewind, but they're a fantastic channel. Definitely check them out. As well as Overly Sarcastic Productions. They make really great videos talking about classic literature, using drawings that they do, and it really did help me get me through ancient writings sophomore year. Quick update, Overly Sarcastic Productions is a little bit more on the PG-13 side of things when it comes to content and language. So if that's not your cup of tea, then it's not your channel. Just thought I'd throw out that little warning. I also got a lot of inspiration from writing channels and author tubers, as they like to say, as the cool kids like to say. People like Vivien Reis, Kristen Martin, ShaelinWrites, Ellen Brock, Lily Meade, Chris Fox, all of those people inspired me not only in some of the stories that I've created, but also finding ways to streamline the creative process and to create more and better quality content as well. So really great channels, and I'll actually link all those channels I just mentioned in the description below so that you guys can check them out for yourself. So all of that to say, I basically thought, Is there a way that I can combine my love of storytelling and writing with my love for animation and video making? So, right on is this experiment. So I have a lot of episode ideas. The last video is probably a really good example of what I'd like to call right on videos. Those kinds of videos will basically take a topic and break it down, usually in a series of tips, a number system, something like that. The next video that I'm going to be working on is called 8 Ways to Make Writing Fun Again. And what's interesting is that that was the very first video that I started writing for this channel, but then I got distracted by something very, very cool that happened over the summer last year, and I'll probably talk about it some other time. And then when I got back to saying, oh yeah, I gotta work on this channel, I thought that the video 5 Reasons Why I'm Not Creating would be a little bit more focused on what I was actually thinking of at the time. And a little ironic considering I was not creating and said, hey, you know what'd be interesting and slightly meta if I make a video you might not be creating. So that's what happened there. But that's probably going to be the next video. 8 ways to make writing fun again, to beat writer's block, something along those lines. Another type of video that I'm thinking about making is called Story Class. I think that you can learn more about story by watching, by listening, and by reading stories. And in Story Class, I think it would be very interesting to break down stories into, say, 5 things that writers can learn from blank, or 5 things that storytellers can learn from blank. And I have a humongous list of movies and books that I'd love to put that through the system. The cool thing about Story Class videos is that, in theory, they should be easier to make than write-on videos because they're not animated. And with movies especially, I can just take clips from movies and talk over them. So hopefully I can start that series in 2018. And the third type of video is actually this type of video, and I'm gonna call it Really Random Friday. That's why it says RRF in the top corner of the screen. Really Random Friday can be anything, literally anything. It can be a speed drawing, it can be a vlog, it can be a collaboration with another artist, and that's probably the biggest thing I'm gonna do. It could be playing a game with another artist, it could be interviewing another artist, things of that nature. And right now, I'm probably not going to post them every Friday. That's just not going to happen. There's just way too much going on in my life right now. But eventually I'd like to get to that point where I can post every Friday. So you could think of Really Random Friday as it's really random and it happens on Friday sometimes. So Really Random Friday, look out for those kinds of episodes as well. Alright, so the next big part that I wanted to talk about is what 2018 is going to look like. I'm gonna be honest, I don't have an upload schedule, and it's gonna be very inconsistent for the first part of the year. I am trying to reach a goal of uploading at least 1 video a month. So you could say that January is complete, yes. But maybe I'll upload a Story Class episode later in January or in the beginning of February, and probably around the beginning of March will be another Right On video. But then I have to take a really big break because I'm going to be heading out of the country for a missions trip, so that'll be really neat. But then back in April, we'll probably have a Story Class video, and in May, we'll have another Right On video that I'm really excited to announce. But those Really Random Friday videos, stuff like this, will probably be sprinkled in between, because I really don't want to leave you guys without, a video for a very long time. I want to make sure that there's content being poured into this channel as much as I can, even though I'm still in school and doing a lot of other, activities. I will say, look forward to summer, because summer is when things get interesting. And I have a super secret, top secret surprise for the summer as well. So, just gonna say, look forward to summer. I'm also thinking about starting an Instagram/Facebook account for Right On with weekly writing and creative tips. That'll probably be around at the end of January. That's pretty much it. Let me know down in the comments, what are your thoughts on this release schedule? It's kind of haphazard and inconsistent, but I'd also like to know what kinds of videos that you'd like to see on this channel, because if anything, this channel is for you. So that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and comment and subscribe, all that good stuff. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks again, and until next time, Right On.